How's everyone doing? I'm just gonna make a quick video. I wanted to do a boat video today, but I just kind of ran out of time. I've been so busy with gardening. It's really taken over my life, and I'm glad because I enjoy it. But for those of you who watch my garlic video, I do want to show you the results because that was kind of an experiment. I mean, I've grown garlic for maybe 2 or 3 years, so I'm not the most experienced when it comes to it, so I'm still learning. I don't hide my mistakes, but this was the product of the garlic that I did all that prep for, all that manure and the chicken and black cow manure and compost and planting them deep. I got still some pretty big cloves, but the bulbs are lacking. Ironically, the garlic that I didn't do really anything with, I'm getting bulbs like pretty decent bulbs for me, about the size of a, maybe a little bit bigger than a golf ball, but not quite a tennis ball. You know, just huge, like some of the biggest garlic I've ever grown. And I mean, this could all be from a variety of things. I have no clue, but I'm gonna show what I got. I mean, I have it sitting in a, you know, just some boxes I had in the garage. I let them dry for a couple weeks. They're all dry now. I don't have anything else in the ground. But for those of you who are new and don't know when to harvest garlic, I know I don't have any good examples, but so you see that all the leaves are dead. I like to look and see if the lowest leaves have become dead like this and dry and brown, or are dying, in the process of dying. And I'd like to count how many leaves are green. So if there's 5 leaves that are still green and have no brown on them, I like to pull them. And obviously I cut the scapes when they start curling and making a cane shape. I still have those. Those keep for a really long time, and they're a good garlic substitute. I made some, I think we had some bread and some garlic butter. But yeah, so we had some garlic butter with, or scaped garlic butter, and it was very delicious. And I definitely recommend you use your scapes, as, I mean, they use them in gourmet restaurants, but they'll charge you who knows how much for them. So after you get that and you pull them, you let them sit in a shady area with decent airflow, and you do that for, you let them sit there for about a week or two, let them dry, and then you cut them back. And there's a certain way you need to cut hardneck garlic so it stores longer. Now, do note that hardneck garlic does not store as long as softneck garlic that you get in the store. It has a shelf life, in my experience, of maybe 3 to 4 months. I haven't stored them in a traditional root cellar or somewhere where it's in the fridge or something, so you might get better results with that. I just store them in the basement in a little box and try to keep the light out of them, but I'm sure it's still about 60-70 degrees in there. So you'll know when they go bad because they start to get really soft and they kind of lose their flavor and just look all dried out. So just give that some consideration. So the way you want to do this, so here's a bulb. You want to cut it about 3 inches from the crown of the bulb. So I'm going to approximate 1, 2, I'll make that 1, 2, 3. And throw this in the compost. And then you want these, you can trim the roots if they're really long. Sorry, the cicadas are getting kind of loud, but I give them about, I let the roots stay about 1 inch. And then I throw them in the box. And that's all I do. I have 3 varieties in here, or what I think are 3 varieties. I for sure have music varieties, but there's supposedly some chestnut red and Italian red or German red. I can't remember. I just really, all I really care about is the music, which I bought off of Etsy. And who knows if that was even true. I mean, it looked like music. Sorry, I got mosquitoes biting my back. And the cicadas just randomly started to talk, so. And it's kind of an art with this. I mean, I'm not perfect at doing it, but if you just kind of mirror this to some extent, I'm sure it will increase your shelf life. I think last year I let them sit in the ground too long, and I didn't cut the scapes early enough, so that was probably an issue. I remember pulling them out the ground there, the skin was already peeling off, and I was kind of nervous about that, but they did all right. And don't wash any of the dirt off of them. You want to keep them dirty, like potatoes, and given when they're fully dry, you can kind of break off the layers that have dirt on them, and it won't do any harm. But like I said, you'll kind of figure out your own way or what works for you and ignore all the rest. Thankfully, there's a lot of good information online, but you got to sift through the stuff of people trying to sell you stuff or sell you a method or have you buy a course from them. Not to say that I'll never do a course in the future, but I kind of hate when people press that as if it's the only way. And if you don't do it my way, you're doing it wrong. That's because life just isn't like that.